Hey Orangetheory family, and welcome to your next day of Orangetheory at home workouts. Today is a great upper body workout. We're going to be working on the shoulders, the triceps and that chest. And you're going to find a new appreciation of weights and a mini band in today's workout. So I recommend that you get a mat or a towel, 2 light weights, 2 medium weights and a mini band for today's workout. The chances are that you're going to unleash that power within that mini band. You can come join us at 7 a.m, 1 p.m, and also 7 p.m. today with our live workouts with our coaches, or check out our YouTube channel and you can catch up on all of our previous workouts. So, who's up for earning some serious Splat Points today? Who's looking to find a new appreciation of the mini band? You are? Good.
Orange Nation, it is time to get the party started with a dynamic warm-up. You ready, Cynthia?
I'm ready.
All right, we have 5 exercises, 1 minute each. Our first exercise is going to be the T-spine windmill. So lie down on your back. We're going to bring the knees up, bend at 90 degrees, arms extended. Drop the knees to one side within your range of motion. Bring it back to center. Drop it to the other. Keep alternating for 60 seconds. Our second exercise will be the hip rocks. This is going to be 30 seconds each side. Tabletop position, extend one leg out to the side. Drive the hips back, opening up the hips, stretching the quad, the hamstrings, and the adductors. 30 seconds on one side, switch to 30 seconds on the other. Our next exercise will be the bear plank to pike. So we're going to get into a tabletop position. Knees are elevated up on the toes. Drive the hips up, stretching through the hamstrings and the low back. Right back to your set position. And our next exercise will be alternating lateral lunges. So we stand. Feet about hip width apart, step out to one side, drive the hips back, bring the feet back together. Same thing on the other side. Our final exercise, the jump rope. Imagine you have a jump rope in your hand and just start hopping and swinging that rope. We can reduce the range of motion or pause if we need to for options. Let's get ready to rock and roll.
OTF fam, we are ready to rock and roll. This block is mostly going to be upper body, but this time we're also going to incorporate the mini band. How does that sound?
Very good.
Sounds okay?
Let's do it.
We're looking at 6 minutes total, 3 exercises, 10 reps apiece. So coach is going to start off with a wide stance. It's our iso sumo squat, sitting back heavy in the heels, mini bands right at the wrist level, and extending just to the hands are level with the shoulders. Perfect. Rolling right into our low band, single arm bird dog glide. This one, you definitely want to make sure you take your time, no need to rush. So how he's going to do this is he's extending one leg out away from the body, squeezing the glute, while the opposite hand is just slowly gliding right over the ground. Looks good. Rolling over for our final exercise is our static crunch with scissors. Still keeping tension in the mini band, and now we're just extending our legs out and taking our feet towards the ceiling, going north to south while keeping the shoulder blades off the ground and core is engaged. 6 minutes of work, mini bands in the upper body, challenging your small stabilization muscles. Let's get after it.
All right, fam, here we go. We got a nice 8-minute upper body block. Angela, are you ready to get down with this block right now? Yes. All right, we are going to start with an around the world raise. Her two objects are in her hand. Her arms are slightly bent, palms facing forward. Going to bring those objects all the way up to the top. Option, limit that range of motion, turn it more into a lateral raise. Next one, going to bring those palms up facing her. We're going to simply push those weighted objects up to the ceiling. You don't need to push all the way up, but just make sure you have a good range of motion going, keeping that core drawn in, or bring your belly button drawn into your spine. She's going to bend over at the hips for our nice hip hinge high row. Palms are facing the rear with her elbows out to the side. She's going to make sure she exhales as she brings those weighted objects up. And the very last one is an alternating shoulder press. Hands are lined up with the ears. Her palms are facing forward. She's going to drive up with one, bring it down slowly, alternate with the opposite arm. Remember, you must draw that belly button into your spine, keep that core engaged, and keep those heart rates elevated. Let's get to work, fam.
she had me in the sights. She might as well be kissing me goodnight. I don't wanna be a moving target. I don't wanna be a thing you can't hit. I don't wanna be a moving target. I just wanna be. I just wanna be. I don't wanna be a moving target. I don't wanna be a thing you can't hit. I don't wanna be a moving target. I just wanna be. I just wanna be your man. The gun in your hand. The hunt for your man. Once you take aim, nothing will be the same. The gun in your hand. The hunt for your man. Once you take aim, nothing will be the same. I don't wanna be a moving target. I don't wanna be a thing you can't hit. I don't wanna be a moving target. I just wanna be. I just wanna be. I don't wanna be a moving target. I don't wanna be a thing you can't hit. I don't wanna be a moving target. I just wanna be. I just wanna be your man.
This block is all about the chest and the triceps. We have 3 exercises, 10 reps apiece, 8 minutes to work. Our first exercise will be the push-up. So we get into our high plank position, shoulder over elbow, elbow over wrist, lower the body down, pop it back up. The option, we do it right from the knees with the heels elevated. Exercise number 2 will be the hip bridge tri-extension. So we lie back, feet are flat, drive the hips up. Arms are extended. Bend the elbows in reverse. The weights come to the side of the face. Full extension all the way up. The option, remove the bridge, drop the hips to the floor. Our third exercise will be the hip bridge chest fly to double crunch. So we get back into that hip bridge, open up the arms, do the fly, fully extend the legs and the arms, bring the knees in, weights over the knees, get back into that hip bridge position, drive the hips up, reset it and repeat. Option, we just reduce the range of motion. 8 minutes to work, let's get busy.
Tabata block, we're stepping into the ring. 2 exercises, 4 rounds, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. Exercise 1, jump rope, imaginary jump rope. Side to side, getting the movement through the arms. Think explosive, powerful, ready for the big fight. For exercise 2, we're stepping into the ring. Iso squat, alternating punch. Nice and strong, nice and powerful. It's time to fight. Again, 2 exercises, 4 rounds. Let's get to work.
worked hard today, so you deserve this flexibility block. You will have 7 total stretches that you're going to hold for 20 seconds each. The first one, we have that overhead reach, moving from our side, 20-second hold per side, working the lats and obliques. Next up, we have a cross arm stretch. That's going to work the shoulders a little bit more, 20 seconds per side. Next up, standing chest stretch, bringing the arms to a 90-degree angle, drawing the elbows towards the back of the room to open up the chest. Next up, we have an internal rotator stretch, bringing the hands behind the back, chest nice and tall. Then, taking one hand, grabbing that ankle for a standing quad stretch. Fun little tip here, if you touch the nose or the ear, it's going to help with balance. But of course, if there's a chair nearby, go ahead and use it. Next, we have our kneeling forearm stretch. Fingertips facing the knees, pushing back on the hands, sitting back on the heels. You have 20 seconds there. Last but not least, we have our child's pose. So we're going to go ahead, bring the toes together, knees a little bit wider as we press back, enjoy sitting back in the stretch. Good job today.